Hi guys, welcome back to ThinkView. My name is Williams. So today I'm comparing the OPPO Pad 2 with the iPad Air 5. Truthfully, the iPad Air 5 is still better, but why should the OPPO Pad 2 still worth considering? I'm looking at the fact that the iPad offers an exceptional experience for a tablet. Apple has invested a lot into the iPad OS to make it different from the iPhone or MacBook, making it better than the Android tablet. That's understandable. But what makes the OPPO Pad 2 worth considering? I've been using the OPPO Pad 2 for a few weeks and I have been comparing it to the iPad Air 5, which have the same price. So what does the OPPO Pad 2 offer? Okay, so one of the most important aspects of the tablet is the display. Because when you hold the device, essentially it's all about the screen. They both have the IPS LCD panels, almost identical resolutions, and the similar aspect ratios. The significant difference lies in the refresh rate. The OPPO Pad 2 have a refresh rate up to 144Hz, when the iPad Air 5 is limited to 60Hz. This single difference impacts the overall experience. The fundamental difference is the touchscreen experience. On the tablet, when opening an app, the animation's movement is much clearer than on a phone. So swiping apps on the OPPO Pad 2 feels much more smoother thanks to the higher refresh rate. This factor greatly affects the user experience. In practical terms, these higher refresh rates affect the writing and drawing experience. It reduces latencies, making the pen tip that shows on the screen follows more closely, resulting in a smoother drawing or writing. So when you use a tablet for writing, drawing, or studying, a device with a higher refresh rate is more enjoyable to use. As for the display quality of both, they are quite comparable. I personally appreciate the slightly squarer aspect ratios of both devices, making them more comfortable to hold in both portraits and landscape orientations. So whether you're using the 7:5 ratios on the OPPO Pad 2s or the 3:2 ratios on the iPad Air 5 for studying or drawing, both are suitable. The screen size is an advantage of the OPPO Pad 2, reaching up to 11.6 inches compared to the iPad Air 5, which is only 10.9 inches. It might sound small, but side by side, the difference is quite noticeable. Especially if you use a tablet for work, a bit more space can be a significant advantage. To make it easier to understand, with the iPad Air 5, I might have to lean in to see things more clearer. But with the OPPO Pad 2, I can sit view like a normal laptop. When not working, the square ratios make it comfortable to hold without feeling large or long, providing comfort for reading or watching movies. About the design, I like both devices. They are sleek, thin, and lightweight. However, if I had to choose, I would prefer the OPPO Pad 2 for a few reasons. Firstly, it curved the edges are very ergonomic, soft to hold and fit comfortable in the hand. Additionally, the screen curvature matches the outer frames, making it visually appealing. And the selfie camera positions on the OPPO Pad 2 is horizontal, ensuring that during online meetings, your face remains centered in the frames. On the other hand, the iPad Air 5 front camera is placed at the side, making video calls inconvenient as you often need to rotate the iPad to portrait mode, which might not be practical while working. About the speaker, the OPPO Pad 2 have 4 speakers, while the iPad Air 5 only have 2 speakers device on both sides. The difference is that the OPPO Pad 2 might have a louder sound, but in terms of the audio qualities, I found them similar.
Nếu mình nghe nhau trong hạt mưa, nghe tiếng khóc mưa rơi, nghe tiếng mưa cười.
About unlocking, the OPPO Pad 2 supports 2D face unlock, where the iPad Air 5 use a fingerprint recognition. Okay, I have been talking a lot about the hardware from the screen, speakers to the design, just to show that the OPPO Pad 2 is worth buying. This is also the strength of most Android tablets when comparing it to the iPad, which is the hardware is usually better. However, a lot of people still choose the iPad just because of the software, especially the iPad OS 17. The diverse range of apps, interactive experience, and work supporting features like stage managers are strengths that we don't need to discuss too much. Moreover, the excellent synchronization capabilities with other Apple ecosystem devices is remarkable. For someone who uses an Apple device, then choosing an iPad is an obvious choice. Even for neutral user, the iPad strength that I mentioned earlier still make it a preferable choice. However, many people still buy their tablet, the same brand as their smartphone. This is where the OPPO Pad 2 shines. For example, I use the OPPO Find N3, and having an OPPO Pad 2 allows me to access many synchronized features within the ecosystem. For instance, I can copy something from one device and paste it on the other. Or when I need to work on the tablet without Wi-Fi, it just automatically connects to the network through my smartphones. Or data synchronization through the cloud, and there's seamless syncing between devices. I can even answer calls on the tablet or controls the phone with the tablet. These synchronization features are very useful, but can only be maximized when using an OPPO phone. So in conclusion, is the iPad better? I think it is. However, the OPPO Pad 2 bringing a good experience from software, hardware, to the synchronizations with the user who use the OPPO phones. This defines the market segment for this tablet. I think this segment is quite niche, which is why OPPO doesn't widely market this tablet. It's only available on OPPO brand shops and select retailer in my countries. It's not created for mass competitions, but rather to serve a small group of users who need this tablet. If it were meant for competitions, I think the price should be lower. Okay, so that's some of my thoughts about these OPPO Pad 2s and the iPad Air 5. What do you guys think? Please comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is William, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.